Hello and welcome everybody, this is TP Gaming coming to you live from EDDF Frankfurt International Airport, and I would like to say Happy New Year for today being the first video coming out January 1st 2021. So whenever you're going to watch this video, this is when it was released. So I hope everybody came across between 2020 to 2021, and I hope you have a very successful year ahead of you, that you will be fortunate in the decisions that you will be making, and everything in life will turn out good. And as for the negative parts, which will happen, they always do, I hope you find the strength to somehow get past it. Today we are going back in time, as you guys would have probably noticed in the subject and the topics of this video. And yes, we are back to retro areas. So we are down to days that have gone by where many of you folks probably weren't even alive whilst these aircrafts were still roaming our countries. Now, it is important to understand that yes, aircrafts like AirCal, I think this is AirCal, it is, that of course this airline will never have been in Frankfurt. That is true, but I mean, it does have the colors of Germany upside down, but yeah, come on folks, this is just for the game here. And yes, you will see airports that maybe this aircraft has never been to. That's not the point. The point is to enjoy these liveries, these airlines that have come across many of us of the older age, that we rely on and remember, have fond memories of, more or less, and that'll give us the opportunity to see what it's like. Now check it out, we got the TWA air terminals down here, we've got all Nippon Ansett, Qantas, and look at this view here folks, memories brought to you by Pan Am and TP Gaming. Wow, looking at all this over here. Great, I love it. Anyway, yeah, we got plenty of movements, about 106 movements for you, 53 arrivals, 53 departures, and I hope you will enjoy. And we shall be using all 4 runways. We have 25 center here, we'll be using for departures, 25 left for arrivals. We will use 18 into that direction for departures, and we have 25 right for the arrivals. Down there it is actually, for arrivals as well. So for the next hour and a half we have calm winds, we have wonderful weather, we have January 1st. So let's turn on our screens and turn on the lights, unpause, and hope dearly that you have a wonderful time and you will enjoy. Air Canada 5643 heavy pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Ground, 18 pushback approved, Air Canada 564 heavy.
Ground, northeast of 589 a heavy request
Northeast
pushback.
of 589 a heavy pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Ground, 18 pushback approved, northeast of 589 a heavy.
And I would like to welcome all you wonderful new subscribers, and I would like to welcome back all you current subscribers, and I would like to welcome all of you that are just tuning in that haven't subscribed as yet for whatever reason. But if you do want to fill my new year with happiness, then please hit that subscribe button.
Ground, Jordanian 1679er heavy request
Jordanian
pushback.
1679er heavy pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Ground, 18 pushback approved, Jordanian 1679er heavy.
Air Canada here in the back. And the Jordanian Royal Jordanian. have a look around here. I think we got some... What do we got? What do we got? There we go.
Tower, Kiwi Tree 4 inbound runway
Some
25
Concorde
left.
action here. Have a look at this here. British Airways and Air France. 2 Concordes here as well. Good stuff, folks. Good stuff. So, of course, it's going to get quite busy here. Of course, we have here the BOAC from British Airways. Very old as well. And we got our first arrivals coming in here.
Ground, all Nippon 89er heavy
All
request
Nippon 89
pushback.
heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 center.
Ground, 25 center pushback approved. All Nippon 89er heavy.
Tower, US Air 5804 heavy inbound runway 25 right.
Ground, Air Canada 564 heavy request taxi
Air Canada
runway 18.
5643 heavy, runway 18 at Lima via November 10.
Runway 18 at Lima via November 10. Air Canada 564 heavy.
So as long as I can, I will try to somehow turn the riding down, up and down for the left or right arrivals. That may not work during, when it's starting to get really, really busy down here.
Ground, northeast of 589 a heavy request taxi runway
Northeast
18.
of 589 a heavy, runway 18 via November.
Runway 18 via November, northeast of 589 a heavy.
Ground, Jordanian 1679er heavy request taxi runway
Jordanian
18.
1679 a heavy, runway 18 via November.
Ground, Northwest 697 heavy request
Northwest
pushback.
697 heavy, runway 18 at Whiskey 1. Okay.
Runway 18 via November, Jordanian
Northwest
1679er heavy.
697 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 18 at Whiskey 1.
Unable taxi, will advise when ready. Northwest
Okay,
697 heavy.
but that's okay.
Ground, 18 at Whiskey 1 pushback approved. Northwest 697 heavy.
Tower, all Nippon 1301 heavy inbound runway
And
25
I
left.
would like to ask you folks,
Ground, all Nippon 89er heavy request taxi runway
all Nippon
25
89
center.
heavy, runway 25 center at Lima 5.
Runway 25 center at Lima 5. All
And
Nippon
I would
89er
like
heavy.
to...
Tower, Western 9er inbound runway 25 right.
Quiet now? Thank you. I would like to remind you that if you have any requests of any airlines,
Ground, Speedbird 263 heavy request
aircrafts
pushback.
that hold a certain affinity or anything that is of your interest, or brings back memories or whatever, let me know in the comments section and I may put them into one of the next future schedules. Speedbird 263 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 18.
Ground, 18 pushback approved. Speedbird
Northeast of
263 heavy.
589 a heavy, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 line up and wait, northeast of 589 a
So
heavy.
let's check out this situation here, where we have the Northwest aircraft pulling back, but plenty of room here. All Nippon 89 a heavy, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center line up and wait. All Nippon 89er heavy.
I've put in a
Ground, Ansett 6758
I've
heavy
put in a
request pushback.
Malef terminal down the bottom
Tower,
here.
British Air 171 heavy inbound runway
Ansett
25 left.
6758 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 center.
Ground, 25 center pushback approved. Ansett
Ansett Australia
6758 heavy.
existed when I moved to migrate to Australia in 1981, and that was the domestic airline for Australia. Northeast of 589 a heavy, wind is calm, runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff, northeast of 589 a heavy.
Kiwi Tree 4, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 241 at 0 knots. We have our first arrival coming in.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Kiwi Tree 4.
Jordanian 1679 a heavy, runway 18, line up and wait.
Ground, Northwest 697 heavy request taxi
Hold
runway
189
18.
heavy, wind is calm, runway 25 center cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 line up and wait. Jordanian
Northwestern
1679er heavy.
697 heavy, runway 18 via November.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 89er heavy.
US Air 5804 heavy, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 241 at 0 knots.
Runway 18 via November, Northwest
We have
69er
our
7 heavy.
first arrival coming in.
Runway 25 right cleared to land, US Air 5804 heavy.
Tower, Amtran 180 inbound runway
All
25
Nippon
right.
1301 heavy, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 241 at 0 knots.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. All Nippon 1301 heavy.
Ground, Speedbird 263 heavy request taxi runway 18.
Northeaster 589 heavy, contact departure.
Ground, Ansett 6758 heavy request taxi runway
Speedbird
25
263
center.
heavy, runway 18 via November.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Northeast of
Ansett
589
6758
heavy.
heavy, runway 25 center at Lima 5.
Runway 18 via November, Speedbird 263
Look at
heavy.
this,
Runway 25 center at Lima 5. Ansett 6758 heavy.
this aircraft type certainly needs a lot of... Oh, look at the other departure up the top there. Cool. Jordanian 1679 heavy, wind is calm, runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Tower, Delta 5 heavy inbound runway 25
All
left.
Nippon 89 heavy, contact departure.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Jordanian
Western
1679er
liner,
heavy.
runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 241 at 0 knots.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. All
Air
Nippon
Canada
89er heavy.
5643 heavy, runway 18 line up and wait.
Runway 25 right cleared to land.
Kiwi
Western Niner.
34, taxi to terminal via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima, November 7.
Runway 18 line up and wait. Air Canada
Ansett
5643 heavy.
6758 heavy, runway 25 center line up and wait.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima November 7. Kiwi Tree 4. Runway 25 center line up and wait. Ansett
I'm going to
6758
try
heavy.
and cross.
Ground. Malef 9055
I'm going to
request
cross
pushback.
runway 25 center
Tower. Key Air 14 inbound runway
as much
25
as I
right.
can, unlike usually where I just go around. But for the time being, I'm trying to do that. See how long I will be able to manage to do that. Malef 9055, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 center.
Ground. 25 center pushback approved. Malef
Air Canada
9055.
5643, heavy, wind is calm, runway 18 cleared. Oops, that didn't work. Air Canada 5643, heavy, wind is calm, runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Unable taxi. Request detailed taxi instructions. Air Canada
Northwestern
5643 heavy.
697 heavy, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Air Canada
Jordanian
5643 heavy.
1679 heavy, contact departure.
Runway 18 line up and wait, Northwest 69er 7 heavy.
Rich Air 171 heavy, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 240 at 0 knots.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Jordanian
Ansett
1679er heavy.
6758 heavy, wind is calm, runway 25 center cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Rish Air
US Air
171 heavy.
5804 heavy, taxi to terminal via Papa, November 11 Lima.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff. Ansett 6758 heavy.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima, US Air
All Nippon
5804
1301
heavy.
heavy, taxi to terminal via Mike Lima 14 Lima.
Ground. Palm 764
Palm
request
764
pushback.
pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Lima 14 Lima. All Nippon 1301 heavy.
Amtran 180, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 240 at 0 knots.
Ground. 25 center pushback approved. Palm
Kiwi 34,
764.
continue taxi.
Runway 25 right clear to land. Amtran
All Nippon
180.
1301 heavy, hold short of taxiway Papa.
Continue taxi. Kiwi Tree 4. Hold short of taxiway Papa 4. All Nippon
Air Canada
1301 heavy.
5643 heavy, contact departure.
Tower. TWA 16 heavy inbound runway 25 left.
Northwestern 697 heavy, wind is calm, runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Air Canada
Western
564
Niner,
Tree
taxi
Heavy.
to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima, November 7.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Northwest 697 Heavy.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 7, Western
Answer
Niner.
at 6758 Heavy, contact departure.
Tower, Apple 25 inbound runway 25 right. Contact departure, good afternoon, Ansett
Amtrak
6758 heavy.
4091 pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Ground, Amtran 4091 request pushback. Ground, 18 pushback approved, Amtran
Delta 5 Heavy,
4091.
runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 2400 knots.
Ground, Malef 90055 request taxi runway
Malef
25 center.
9055, runway 25 center via Romeo, Mike 7, Mike.
Runway 25 left cleared to land, Delta
Richard
5 heavy.
171 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Mike 30 Lima.
Runway 25 center via Romeo Mike 7 Mike, Malef
Northwestern
90055.
697 Heavy, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 30 Lima, Rishier
USAir
171 heavy.
5804 Heavy, continue taxi.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Northwest
Western Niner,
697
continue
Heavy.
taxi.
Continue taxi. US Air 5804 Heavy.
Continue taxi, Western Niner.
Lufthansa 368 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Ground, Lufthansa 368 heavy request pushback. Ground, 18 pushback approved, Lufthansa
Speedbird
368
263
heavy.
Heavy, runway 18, line up and wait.
Tower. Axis 896 inbound runway 25 left. Runway 18 line up and wait. Speedbird
Kia
263
14
Heavy.
runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 239 at 1 knots.
Ground, Palm 764 request taxi runway 25 center.
764, runway 25 center at Lima 6.
Runway 25 right cleared to land, KEWR 14. Runway 25 center at Lima 6, Palm 764. Ground, Independent 4031 request
TWA
pushback.
16 Heavy, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 239 at 1 knots.
Ground, Amtran 4091 request taxi runway 18. Runway 25 left cleared to land, TWA 16 heavy.
Independent 4031 pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Ground, Reef 785
Reef
request
785 pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
pushback. Ground, 18 pushback approved, Independent
Amtran 180,
4031.
taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima, November 7.
Ground, 25 center pushback approved, Reef 785.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 7, Amtran
Speedbird 263
180.
Heavy, wind is calm, runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Speedbird
Richard
263
171 Heavy,
Heavy.
hold short of taxiway Papa.
Hold short of taxiway Papa, Rishier
Delta 5
171
Heavy,
heavy.
taxi to terminal via Mike Tango.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Tango, Delta 5 heavy.
Ground. Critter 561 request
Apple
pushback.
25, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 239 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 right cleared to land, Apple 25.
Palm 764, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center line up and wait, Palm
How's our
764.
Lufthansa coming? You being pushed or not? Why are you still stopping there? That's Lufthansa 368 Heavy, continue taxi.
Unable taxi, will advise when ready, Lufthansa 368 heavy.
What is going on here? We have to be patient here. Then we have to get Amtran down on November 7. Speedbird 263 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Speedbird
Malef
263 Heavy.
9055, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Malef 90055.
Kia 14, taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima, November 5.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 5, KEWR 14.
independent.
Ground, independent 4031 request taxi
This could have
runway
been the
18.
situation here.
Ground, reach
Now
785
Lufthansa is
request
pushing back
taxi
now
runway
that
25
independent is
center.
ready. Independent 4031 runway 18 via November.
Runway 18 via November, independent
Amtrak
4031.
4091 runway 18 via November 7 November. Can we go down the south route?
Runway 18 via November 7 November, Amtran 40901.
Access 8906 runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 238 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Axis
Palm
8906.
764, wind is calm, runway 25 center cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff, Palm 764.
Reef 785, runway 25 center at Lima 6.
Tower, Transmeridian 1 heavy inbound runway 25 left. Runway 25 center at Lima 6, Reef
Malif
785.
9055, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center line up and wait, Malef
TWA 16
9055.
heavy, taxi to terminal via Mike 24, Lima 14, Lima November 4.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima November 4, TWA 16 heavy.
Critter 561, pushback approved, expect a runway 18.
Ground. 18 pushback approved. Critter
Apple 25,
561.
taxi to terminal via Papa, November 11, Lima, November 7.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 7, Apple 25. Ground, Lufthansa 368 heavy request taxi runway 18.
Lufthansa 368 heavy, runway 18 via November.
Runway 18 via November, Lufthansa
Palm
368 heavy.
764, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, Palm
TWA
764.
16 heavy, hold short of taxiway Papa.
Hold short of taxiway Papa, TWA
Access
16 heavy.
8906, taxi to terminal via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima November 5.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima November 5. Axis 8906.
Tower, Northwest 130 heavy inbound runway 25 left.
This is certainly a danger crossing here, where arrivals usually don't care and give right of way. Plenty of accidents can easily happen over here.
Ground, Qantas 689er
Qantas
request
689
pushback.
pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Ground, 25 center pushback approved, Qantas
Malif
689er.
9055, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, Speedbird 105 inbound runway 25 right. Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff, Malef
The next
9055.
bunch of arrivals coming in. So I've got this crossing nicely timed. These aircraft are just coming around here and able to move nicely
Ground.
across.
Critter 561 request taxi runway 18.
Perfectly goes in between these two. Access 8906, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Axis
Reef 785
8906.
runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center line up and wait, Reef 785. Ground, Reno Air 195 request pushback.
Critter 561 runway 18 via November.
Runway 18 via November. Critter 561.
Especially right now, we have a situation here.
Tower, Cactus
And my
510
computer
inbound
crashes.
runway 25
Come on,
left.
come on, come on. Western Niner, hold short of taxiway November.
Hold short of taxiway November,
Delta
Western
5
Niner.
heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta
Reef
5 heavy.
785, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff.
Malaf
Brief 785.
9055, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Malef
Independent
9055.
4031, runway 18, line up and wait.
Ground. Eastern 2367 heavy
Eastern
request pushback.
2367, heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 18.
Runway 18 line up and wait. Independent 4031. Ground. 18 pushback approved. Eastern
Trans-Meridian
2367
1
heavy.
heavy, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 237 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Trans-Meridian 1 heavy. Tower. Air France tree inbound runway 25 left.
Reno Air 1905, pushback approved. Expect runway 18.
Ground. 18 pushback approved. Reno Air
Western 9er, continue
1905.
taxi.
Continue taxi. Western 9er.
Reef 785, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Reef
Independent
785.
4031, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Ground. Qantas 689er request taxi runway
Amtran
25 center.
4091, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Independent
Qantas 689,
4031.
runway 25 center at Lima 5.
Runway 18 line up and wait. Amtran 409er 1. Runway 25 center at Lima 5. Qantas 689er.
Ground. Hawaiian 46 heavy request pushback.
Yes, you may, in a second.
Tower. Mark Air 780 inbound runway
Northwest
25 right.
130 heavy, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 238 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Northwest
Concorde
130
coming
heavy.
in. Concorde action. Speedbird 105, runway 25 right, clear to land. Wind is 238 at 1 knots. And that, of course, is a Concorde as well.
Runway 25 right cleared to land. Speedbird 105.
Hawaiian 463 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 center.
Ground. 25 center pushback approved. Hawaiian
Amtran
463 heavy.
4091, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Ground. Wasatch 707 request
Lufthansa
pushback.
368 heavy, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Amtran
Independent
4091.
4031, contact departure.
Runway 18 line up and wait. Lufthansa
Qantas
368
689,
heavy.
runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Independent
Trans-Meridian 1
4031.
heavy, taxi to terminal via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima November 5.
Runway 25 center line up and wait. Qantas 689er. Taxi to terminal via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima November 5. Trans-Meridian 1 heavy.
Cactus 510, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 238 at 1 knots.
Tower. Hawaiian 10 heavy inbound runway 25 left. Runway 25 left cleared to land. Cactus 510. Ground. Eastern 2367 heavy request taxi
Kia
runway 18.
14, hold position.
Ground. Reno Air 195 request taxi
Reno Air
runway 18.
195, runway 18 via November.
Hold position. KEWR 14.
Amtran 4091, contact departure.
Runway 18 via November. Reno Air
Lufthansa 368
195.
heavy, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Amtran
Critter
4091.
561, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa
Northwestern
368 heavy.
130 heavy, taxi to apron via Mike 30 Lima.
Runway 18 line up and wait. Critter 561.
Air France 3, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 238 at 1 knots.
Taxi to apron via Mike 30 Lima. Northwest 130 heavy.
Concorde.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Air
Concorde
France
is already
3.
down.
Ground. Port 89er tree 5
Qantas
request
689,
pushback.
wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Tower. New Zealand 269er heavy inbound runway 25 right. Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff. Qantas 689er.
Ground. T-Air 25 heavy request
Apple
pushback.
25, taxi to terminal via November 8.
Ground. Hawaiian 46 heavy request taxi
See
runway
if I can
25
push them
center.
around.
Taxi to terminal via November 8, Apple 25.
Eastern 2367 heavy, runway 18.
Tower, left 322 inbound runway 25 left. Runway 18, Eastern
Wasatch
2367 heavy.
707 pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Ground, 18 pushback approved, Wasatch 707.
Port 8935 pushback approved, expect runway 18. Apple 25 hold position.
Ground, 18 pushback approved.
Transmeridian 1 heavy,
35.
continue taxi.
Hold position, Apple 25.
Markham 780 runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 239 at 1 knots.
Continue taxi, Transmeridian 1 heavy.
Lufthansa 368 heavy, contact departure.
Runway 25 right cleared to land, Mark Air 780.
Contact departure.
Contact departure, good afternoon, Lufthansa 368 heavy. Contact departure, goodbye, Qantas 689er.
Cactus 510, taxi to terminal via Mike 17, Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima.
Ground, Aloha 15 request pushback.
Aloha 15 pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 17 Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima, Cactus
Hawaiian
510.
463 heavy, runway 25 center at Lima 5.
Ground, 25 center pushback approved, Aloha 15.
Critter 561, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 center at Lima 5, Hawaiian 463 heavy. Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Critter
Eastern
561.
2367 heavy, runway 18, line up and wait.
Tower, Canadian 25 heavy inbound runway
Hawaiian
25
103
left.
heavy, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 239 at 1 knots.
Runway 18 line up and wait, Eastern
Air France 3
2367
taxi
heavy.
to terminal via Mike 30.
Runway 25 left cleared to land, Hawaiian 103 heavy.
TR 25 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 30, Air France
New
3.
Zealand 269 heavy, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 239 at 1 knots.
Ground, 25 center pushback approved. T-Air 25 heavy.
Runway 25 right cleared to land, New Zealand
Hawaiian
269er
463
heavy.
runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Tower, Critter 1 tree inbound runway 25 right.
Runway 25 center line up and wait. Hawaiian 463 heavy.
Ground, Wasatch 707 request
Wasatch
taxi runway 18.
707 runway 18 via November.
Tower, Independent 6738 inbound
Critter
runway
561
25 left.
contact departure.
Runway 18 via November, Wasatch
Northwestern
707.
130 heavy, continue taxi.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Critter
Cactus
561.
510, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Northwest 130 heavy. Continue taxi, Cactus
Kia 14,
510.
continue taxi.
Ground, Aloha 15 request taxi runway 25 center. Continue taxi, KEWR 14.
Eastern 2367 heavy, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff, Eastern
Air France
2367
3,
heavy.
hold short of taxiway Papa.
Ground, Port 89er 35 request taxi runway 18.
Port 8935 runway 18 via November 7 November.
Hold short of taxiway Papa, Air France
Olive
3.
322, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 240 at 1 knots.
Runway 18 via November 7 November, Port 89er 35.
Olive 322, take next available exit on left.
Runway 25 left cleared to land, Malef 322. Take next available exit on left, Malef
Hawaiian
322.
103 heavy, taxi to terminal via Lima 14 Lima, November 5.
Tower, Air Canada 17 heavy inbound runway
Speedbird
25 right.
105, taxi to apron via Papa, November 11 November.
Taxi to terminal via Lima 14 Lima November 5, Hawaiian
Markham
103
780,
heavy.
taxi to terminal via Papa, November 11 Lima, November 5.
Taxi to apron via Papa November 11 November, Speedbird
Speedbird
105.
105, continue taxi. Speedbird
Taxi to
105,
terminal
continue
via
taxi.
Papa November 11 Lima November 5. Mark Air
Mark Air
780.
780, continue taxi.
Unable contact departure. Speedbird 105.
Richard 195, runway 18, line up and wait.
Continue taxi. Speedbird 105.
Reno Air 195, runway 18, line up and wait.
Continue taxi. Mark Air
Hawaiian 463
780.
heavy, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 line up and wait. Reno Air
Eastern
1905.
2367 heavy, contact departure.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff. Hawaiian
Canadian
463
25 heavy,
heavy.
runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 240 at 1 knots.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Eastern
TR
2367 heavy.
continue taxi.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Canadian 25 heavy.
Unable taxi. Will advise when ready. TR 25
Aloha
heavy.
15, runway 25 center at Lima 6.
Ground. TR 25 heavy, request taxi.
TR
Runway
25 heavy,
25 center.
continue taxi.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6. Aloha 15.
Critter 13, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 240 at 1 knots.
Continue taxi. TR 25
Hawaiian
heavy.
103 heavy, continue taxi.
Runway 25 right cleared to land.
Apple
Critter
25,
13.
continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Hawaiian
Malif
103
322,
heavy.
taxi to apron via Romeo.
Continue taxi. Apple 25. Taxi to apron via Romeo. Malef
Independent
322.
6738, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 240 at 1 knots.
Ground. Speedbird 65 request pushback.
TR 25 heavy, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Independent
Reno Air
6738.
195, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. TR
Hawaiian
25
463
heavy.
heavy, contact departure.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Reno Air
New Zealand 269
195.
heavy, taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima, November 3.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Hawaiian 463 heavy.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 3. New Zealand
Speedbird
269
65,
heavy.
pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Ground. Argentina 19er heavy request pushback.
Argentina 19 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Ground. 18 pushback approved.
TR
Speedbird
25
65.
heavy, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Ground. 18 pushback approved. Argentina 19er heavy.
Canada 17 heavy, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 241 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff.
Canadian
TR
25 heavy,
heavy.
taxi to apron via Mike 24 Lima 14, Lima, November 8.
Runway 25 right cleared to land. Air Canada 17 heavy. Taxi to apron via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima November 8. Canadian 25
Wasatch
heavy.
707 runway 18, line up and wait.
Ground. KEWR 8097 request pushback.
Runway 18 line up and wait. Wasatch
Kia
707.
8097 pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Ground. 18 pushback approved. KEWR 8097.
Another crash at hand. This time not in such a horrible situation. Aloha 15 runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center line up and wait. Aloha 15.
Canadian 25 heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Canadian
Reno Air
25 heavy.
195, contact departure.
Contact departure. Goodbye. Reno Air
TR 25 heavy,
195.
contact departure.
Ground. KLM 569 a tree heavy
KLM
request
569
pushback.
at 3 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Contact departure. Good afternoon.
Critter
TR
13
25
taxi
heavy.
to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima, November 7.
Ground. 18 pushback approved. KLM 569 a
Independent
tree heavy.
6738 taxi to terminal via Mike 24 Lima, November 5.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 7. Critter 1 tree. Taxi to terminal via Mike 24 Lima November 5. Independent 6738.
707, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, Speedbird 65, request taxi runway 18.
Port 8935, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Wasatch
Speedbird 65,
707.
runway 18 via November.
Runway 18 line up and wait. Port 8935. Runway 18 via November, Speedbird 65. Ground, Argentina 19er heavy, request taxi runway 18.
Argentina 19er heavy, runway 18 via November.
Ground, Delta 6 heavy, request pushback.
Delta 6 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Runway 18 via November, Argentina 19er heavy.
Heavy, hold short of taxiway November 11.
Ground, 25 center, pushback approved, Delta 6 heavy.
Aloha 15, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Hold short of taxiway November 11, Argentina
Canada
19er
17
heavy.
heavy, taxi to terminal via Papa November 11, Lima, November 8.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff,
Wasatch
Aloha 15.
707, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 8, Air Canada 17 heavy. Contact departure, good afternoon, Wasatch 707.
Ground, KEWR 8097, request taxi runway
Kia
18.
8097, runway 18 via November 7 November.
Tower, Olympic 107 heavy inbound runway 25 left.
Runway 18 via November 7 November, KEWR 8097.
Independent 6738, continue taxi.
Ground, Olympic 161 heavy, request pushback.
Port 8935, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi, Independent
Speedbird 65,
6738.
runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff, Port 8935.
Aloha 15, contact departure.
Runway 18 line up and wait, Speedbird
Argentina
65.
19er heavy, continue taxi.
Contact departure, good afternoon, Aloha 15. Continue taxi, Argentina
Canada
19er
17
heavy.
heavy, continue taxi.
Ground, KLM 569 tree heavy, request taxi runway 18.
Continue taxi, Air Canada 17 heavy. Ground, Delta 6 heavy, request taxi runway 25 center. Tower, Kiwi 471
Delta
request
6 heavy,
pushback.
runway 25 center.
Runway 25 center, Delta 6 heavy.
KLM 569 tree heavy, runway 18 via November.
Runway 18 via November, KLM 569 tree heavy.
Port 8935, contact departure.
Contact departure, good afternoon, Port 8935. Tower, northeast to 16 heavy inbound runway 25
Kiwi
right.
471, pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Tower, 18 pushback approved, Kiwi 471.
Sorry folks. Just one of these issues that I tend to always have.
Ground, American 178 heavy, request pushback.
American 178 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Ground, 25 center pushback approved,
Delta
American
6 heavy, runway
178 heavy.
25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait, Delta
Speedbird
6
65,
heavy.
wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, American 11 heavy inbound runway 25 left.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff, Speedbird 65.
We'll lock this camera here for you now. Olympic 161 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Ground, 18 pushback approved,
Critter
Olympic
13,
161
hold
heavy.
short of taxiway November.
Hold short of taxiway November,
KLM
Critter
569 tree heavy, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 line up and wait, KLM 569
Here,
tree
folks.
heavy.
Tower, US Air 19er heavy, request pushback.
Tower, Jordanian 7 heavy inbound
Delta
runway
6 heavy,
25
wind is
right.
calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff, Delta 6 Heavy.
KLM 5693 Heavy, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18, line up and wait. KLM
Olympic
5693
107
heavy.
Heavy, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 243 at 1 knots.
Tower, Kiwi 471 request taxi
Speedbird
runway
65,
18.
contact departure.
Runway 25 left cleared to land, Olympic 107 Heavy.
1 runway 18 via November 7 November.
Contact departure, good afternoon, Speedbird 65. Runway 18 via November 7 November, Kiwi 471. Ground, American 178 Heavy request taxi runway
American
25 center.
178 Heavy, runway 25 center via November 1.
Ground, Stinger 90897 request pushback. Runway 25 center via November 1, American
Stinger
178
98997
Heavy.
pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Tower, Braniff 250 Heavy
I
inbound
hope
runway 25 left.
we've got enough room here.
Ground, 25 center
good.
pushback approved, Stinger 90897.
KLM 5693 Heavy, wind is calm, runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. KLM 5693
Argentina 19
heavy.
Heavy, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 line up and wait,
Delta
Argentina
6 Heavy,
19er
contact
Heavy.
departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, Delta
USA
6
19
Heavy.
Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Ground, Olympic 161 Heavy request taxi
Olympic
runway 18.
161 Heavy, runway 18 via November.
Tower, 25 center pushback approved. US Air 19er
Olympic
Heavy.
107 Heavy, taxi to apron via Mike 24 Lima 14, November 10 November.
Runway 18 via November, Olympic 161 Heavy. Taxi to apron via Mike 24 Lima 14 November 10 November, Olympic
American
107
178 Heavy, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Tower, Stinger 79er inbound runway 25 right.
Runway 25 center line up and wait, American
KLM
178 Heavy.
5693 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. KLM 5693
Argentina
heavy.
19 Heavy, wind is calm, runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff, Argentina
Kia
19er Heavy.
8097, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 line up and wait. KEWR
Northeast 16
8097.
Heavy, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 243 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 right cleared to land, Northeast
American
16
178
Heavy.
Heavy, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff, American
Corridor 13,
178
continue
Heavy.
taxi.
Ground, Stinger 90897 request taxi
American
runway
11
25
Heavy, runway
center.
25 left, clear to land, wind is 243 at 1 knots.
Continue taxi, Critter
Stinger
1 tree.
98997, runway 25 center at Lima 6.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. American 11 Heavy.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6, Stinger 90897. Tower, T-Air 8 Heavy inbound runway 25 left.
Tower, US Air 19er Heavy request taxi runway
USA 19
25
Heavy,
center.
runway 25 center via November 1.
Runway 25 center via November 1. US Air 19er Heavy.
Argentina 19 Heavy, continue, contact departure. Argentinian 19 Heavy, contact departure.
Say again, Argentina 19er Heavy. Contact departure, good afternoon, Argentina 19er Heavy.
997, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. KEWR
Olympic 161
8097.
Heavy, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 line up and wait, Olympic 161
American
Heavy.
178 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good afternoon, American
Jordanian
178
7
Heavy.
runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 242 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 right clear to land, Jordanian
Olympic
7 Heavy.
107 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Olympic
USA 19
107
Heavy,
Heavy.
runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Tower, Argentina 119er heavy inbound runway
Brad
25
F250
right.
heavy, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 242 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 center line up and wait, US Air 19er heavy.
Runway 25 left cleared to land, Brad F250 heavy.
So, let's get these down for
Tower,
you.
Re 562 inbound runway 25 left.
KEWR 8097 contact departure.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. KEWR
USA 19er
8097.
heavy, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff, US Air 19er heavy.
Northeaster 16 heavy, taxi to apron via Papa 1 Whiskey November.
Taxi to apron via Papa 1 Whiskey November, Northeaster 16
Stinger
heavy.
79er runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 242 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 right cleared to land. Stinger
Stinger
79er.
89er 7
Ground,
runway
Canadian
25 center, line up and
8362
wait.
heavy request pushback. Runway 25 center line up and wait, Stinger
Canadian
9er 89er 7.
8362 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Tower. Speedbird 15 heavy inbound runway 25 right.
Northeaster 16 heavy, continue taxi.
Ground, 18 pushback approved, Canadian
Olympic
8362
161
heavy.
heavy, wind is calm, runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi, Northeaster 16 heavy.
Kiwi 471 runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff, Olympic
American
161
11
heavy.
heavy, taxi to apron via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima.
Runway 18 line up and wait, Kiwi
Brand
471.
F250 heavy, taxi to apron via Mike 15 Mike Tango.
Taxi to apron via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima. American
TI 8
11
heavy,
heavy.
runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 242 at 1 knots.
Taxi to apron via Mike 15 Mike Tango, Brand of 250 heavy.
Stinger 98997, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 left cleared to land,
USA
TR 8
19
heavy.
heavy, contact departure.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff, Stinger 9er
Jordanian 7
89er
heavy,
7.
taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 November.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. US Air
Jordanian 7
19er
heavy,
heavy.
continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 November,
Olympic
Jordanian 7
161
heavy.
heavy, contact departure.
Continue taxi, Jordanian 7 heavy.
Malef 3157, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Contact departure, good afternoon, Olympic 161 heavy. Unable pushback, will advise when ready, Malef
American 11 heavy,
3157.
continue taxi.
Ground, Malef 3157 request
Malef
pushback.
3157, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Continue taxi. American 11 heavy.
Argentinian 119er heavy, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 241 at 1 knots.
Ground, 25 center pushback approved, Malef 3157.
Kiwi 471, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 right cleared to land, Argentina
Stinger
119er heavy.
98997, contact departure.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff, Kiwi 471. Contact departure, good afternoon, Stinger 9er 89er 7.
Ground. Malef 6315 heavy request
Malef
pushback.
6315 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Tower, Malef 12 inbound runway 25 left.
Ground. 25 center pushback approved. Malef
Stinger
6315
79er,
heavy.
taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 7.
Ground, Canadian 8362 heavy request
Stinger
taxi runway
79er,
18.
continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 7. Stinger 79er.
Tier 8 heavy, taxi to terminal via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima November 3.
Continue taxi. Stinger 79er.
Air France 4523, pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima November 3, TR 8 heavy. Unable pushback, Will advise when ready. Air France
Reef
4523.
562, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 241 at 1 knots.
Ground. Air France 4523
Air
request
France
pushback.
4523, pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Reef 562.
Kiwi 471, contact departure.
Ground. 18 pushback approved. Air France
Canadian
4523.
A362 heavy, runway 18 at Lima via November 11.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Kiwi
Speedbird 15
471.
heavy, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 241 at 1 knots.
Runway 18 at Lima via November 11. Canadian A362 heavy.
Runway 25 right, clear to land. Speedbird 15
TR8
heavy.
heavy, hold short of taxiway Papa.
Tower. Malef 2 inbound runway 25 left. Hold short of taxiway Papa. TR8 heavy. Ground. Braniff 6907 heavy
Braniff
request pushback.
6907 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Ground. Malef 3157 request taxi
Malef
runway 25 center.
3157, runway 25 center via Romeo 3 Mike 3.
Ground. 25 center pushback approved. Braniff 6907 heavy. Runway 25 center via Romeo 3 Mike 3. Malef 3157.
Ground. Malev 6315 heavy, request taxi
Malef
runway 25
3157,
center.
runway 25 center via Romeo 3 Mike 3. Uh-oh.
Runway 25 center via Romeo 3 Mike 3. Malef
It's not
3157. Tower. Apple 481 request pushback. Ground. Air France 4523 request taxi
Apple
runway
481,
18.
pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Tower. 18 pushback approved. Apple 481.
Tower, Wasatch 230 inbound runway 25 left.
Oh. Malef 3157, runway 25 center.
Unable taxi. Request detailed taxi instructions. Malef 3157.
Okay.
Runway 25 center. Malef
Argentinian
3157.
119 heavy, taxi to terminal via Papa, November 11, Lima, November 8.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 8. Argentina 119er heavy.
American 11 heavy, taxi to Apron via November 1 November.
Tower. Clipper 10 heavy inbound runway 25 right.
Taxi to Apron via November 1 November. American
Argentinian
11
119
heavy.
heavy, continue taxi.
Unable taxi. Request detailed taxi instructions. American 11 heavy.
Continue taxi. Argentina 119er
Malef
heavy.
12, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 240 at 1 knots.
Tower. Rishair 9er 89er 7 heavy request
Malef
pushback.
12, take next available exit on left.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Malef 12. Take next available exit on left. Malef
Malef
12.
6315 heavy, runway 25 center via Mike 7.
Ground. Braniff 6907 heavy request taxi runway
American 11
25
heavy.
center.
Okay, I'll have to wait there.
Runway 25 center via Mike 7. Malev
Braniff
6315
6907 heavy,
heavy.
runway 25 center via Lima 1.
Tower. Apple 481 request
Braniff
taxi runway
250
18.
heavy, continue taxi.
Runway 25 center via Lima 1.
Apple
Braniff
481 runway 18
6907
via
heavy.
November 8 November.
Continue taxi. Braniff 250 heavy.
Oh, come on.
Runway 18 via November 8 November.
This is going
Apple
crazy.
481. Ground. Caledonian 2259er heavy request pushback.
It's getting a little bit too much crashes here, folks. Sorry about that. Rear 562, taxi 2. Terminal via Mike 17, Mike 24, Lima 14, Lima, November 7.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 17 Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima November 7. Read
Air
562.
France 4523, runway 18 via November.
Runway 18 via November. Air
American
France
11 heavy,
4523.
taxi to Apron via November.
Tower. Speedbird 49er 1 heavy inbound runway 25 right.
Malef 2, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 240 at 1 knots.
Taxi to apron via November. American
Olive 2,
11
take
heavy.
next available exit on left.
Runway 25 left cleared to land.
Speedbird
Left 2.
15 heavy, taxi to apron via Papa, November 11.
Take next available exit on left.
Caledonian
Left 2.
2259er heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Taxi to apron via Papa November 11, Speedbird 15
Rich
heavy.
Air 98997 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Ground 18 pushback approved.
Brand
Caledonian
6907
2259er
heavy,
heavy.
runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Tower 18 pushback approved.
Canadian
Russia
8362
9362
heavy,
heavy.
runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center line up and wait. Braniff 6907
Malev
heavy.
3157, continue taxi.
Runway 18 line up and wait. Canadian
Malev 12,
8362
taxi to
heavy.
apron via Romeo.
Continue taxi. Malef
Wasatch
3157.
230, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 239 at 1 knots.
Taxi to apron via Romeo. Malef 12.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Wasatch
Cactus 289
230.
pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Tower. Cactus 289er request pushback.
Clipper 10 heavy, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 239 at 1 knots.
Tower. 18 pushback approved. Cactus
Canadian
289er.
8362 heavy, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 right cleared to land.
Air
Clipper
France
10 heavy.
4523, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Canadian 8362 heavy. Runway 18 line up and wait. Air France 452 tree.
Tower. Qantas 100 inbound runway 25 left.
Malev 2, taxi to apron via Romeo.
Tower. Southern 18 inbound
Malev
runway
2,
25
taxi
right.
to apron via Romeo.
Ground. Caledonian 2259er heavy request taxi runway 18.
Braniff 6907 heavy, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Taxi to apron via Romeo.
Malev
Malef 2.
3157, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff.
Malev
Braniff 6907
6115 heavy,
heavy.
continue taxi.
Runway 25 center line up and wait. Malef 3157.
Continue taxi, Malev
Stinger
6315
79er hold
heavy.
position. Critter 79er hold position.
Hold position, Stinger 79er.
Tower. Rishier 9897 heavy request taxi
Richard
runway 18.
9897 heavy, runway 18 via November.
Runway 18 via November. Rishier 9897
Canadian
heavy.
8362 heavy, contact departure.
Tower. Cactus 289er request taxi
Air
runway
France
18.
4523, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Canadian 8362 heavy. Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Air France 452 tree. Tower. Reno Air 447 inbound runway 25 left.
Wasatch 230, taxi to apron via Mike 15, Mike 14, November 5.
Taxi to apron via Mike 15 Mike 14 November 5.
Braniff
Wasatch
6907
230.
heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Braniff
Apple
6907
481,
heavy.
hold position.
Tower. Caledonian tree heavy inbound
Speedbird
runway
491
25
heavy,
right.
runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 238 at 1 knots.
Hold position. Apple
Olive
481.
3157, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Hold position. Apple 481.
Olive 6315 heavy, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 right cleared to land.
Apple
Speedbird
481,
491
continue
heavy.
taxi.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff.
Air
Malef
France
3157.
4523, contact departure.
Runway 25 center line up and wait, Malev 6315 heavy.
Continue taxi. Apple 481. Contact departure. Good afternoon. Air France
Cactus
452
289,
tree.
runway 18 via November 7 November.
Tower. Western 1 request pushback.
Caledonian 2259 heavy, runway 18 via November.
Runway 18 via November 7 November. Cactus 289er.
Clipper 10 Heavy, taxi to apron via Papa November 11 Lima.
Runway 18 via November, Caledonian 2259er Heavy.
Continue taxi.
Taxi to apron via Papa November 11 Lima.
Richard
Clipper 10 Heavy.
9897 Heavy, runway 18, line up and wait.
Continue taxi, read
LFT
562.
157, contact departure.
Runway 18 line up and wait, Rishair 989er Heavy. Contact departure, good afternoon,
New
Malek
Zealand 189
3157.
Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center. I'm not sure if he's ready, yes he is.
Tower, New Zealand 189er Heavy request
Qantas
pushback.
100, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 238 at 1 knots.
Tower, 25 center pushback approved. New Zealand 189er Heavy.
Wasatch 230, continue taxi.
Runway 25 left clear to land. Qantas 100. Continue taxi. Wasatch 230.
Southern 18, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 238 at 1 knots.
Tower, Palm 151 inbound
Speedbird
runway
491
25
Heavy,
left.
taxi to terminal via Papa November 11.
Runway 25 right clear to land,
Speedbird
Southern
491
18.
Heavy, continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11,
Stinger
Speedbird
79,
491
continue
Heavy.
taxi.
Continue taxi, Speedbird
Olive
491 Heavy.
6315 Heavy, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi, Stinger 79er. Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff. Malev 6315 Heavy.
Tower, Lufthansa 19er Heavy inbound runway 25 right.
Ground. Southern Tree 25 request pushback.
This is getting a little bit cramped here, but we'll just get these 2 arrivals in, probably 3, and then we'll get the departures out of there. Hope you're still around with me. Reno Air 447 runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 237 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 left clear to land, Reno Air 447. Ground, Malef 5317 request
Olive
pushback.
5317 pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Ground, 25 center pushback approved, Malef
Richard
5317.
987 heavy, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, Aloha 2269er inbound runway 25
Apple
left.
481, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff, Rishair
Olive
989er 7
heavy,
Heavy.
contact departure.
Runway 18 line up and wait, Apple
Qantas
481.
100, taxi to open via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima, November 3.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Malev 6315 Heavy.
Taxi to apron via Mike 24 Lima 14 Lima November Tree. Qantas 100.
Tower, New Zealand 189er Heavy request taxi runway
Caledonian
25
3
center.
heavy, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 237 at 1 knots.
Tower, Ansett 1 Heavy inbound runway
New
25
Zealand
right.
189 heavy, runway 25 center at Lima 5.
Runway 25 right cleared to land, Caledonian Tree Heavy.
Qantas 100, hold short of taxiway Papa.
Runway 25 center at Lima 5. New Zealand
Southern
189er
325
Heavy.
pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Hold short of taxiway Papa. Qantas 100. Ground. 18 pushback approved. Southern Tree 25.
Ground, Clipper 3602 Heavy
Clipper
request
3602
pushback.
heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Ground, 25 center pushback approved, Clipper
Apple 481,
3602
wind is
Heavy.
calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff, Apple
Caledonian
481.
2259 heavy, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 line up and wait, Caledonian
Richard
2259er Heavy.
9897 heavy, contact departure.
Tower. TWA 159er request pushback.
Palm 151, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 237 at 1 knots.
Contact departure, goodbye, Rishair 989er 7 Heavy. Runway 25 left cleared to land,
Reno Air
151.
447, taxi to terminal via Mike 24, Lima, November 7.
Ground, Malef 5317 request
Malef
taxi
1.
runway 25 center. Taxi to terminal via Mike 24 Lima November 7,
Male
Reno Air 447.
5317, runway 25 center via Mike 7.
Tower, Port Tree inbound runway 25 left. Runway 25 center via Mike 7,
New
Malef
Zealand 189 heavy,
5317.
runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait. New Zealand
Southern
189 heavy.
18, taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima, November 7.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 7, Southern
Caledonia
18.
2259 heavy, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, Aircall Tree 21 request pushback.
Cactus 289 runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Caledonian
Apple 481,
2259er heavy.
departure.
Runway 18 line up and wait. Cactus
Lufthansa 19
289er.
heavy, runway 25 right, cleared to land, wind is 236 at 1 knots.
Contact departure. Good afternoon.
Hello,
Apple 481.
2269 runway 25 left, cleared to land, wind is 236 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 right cleared to land. Lufthansa
Western
19er
11,
heavy.
pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Aloha 2269er. Tower 18 pushback approved. Western
TWA
1.
159 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Ground, Southern Tree 25 request
New
taxi
Zealand
runway
189
18.
heavy, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, 25 center pushback approved. TWA
Caledonian 3 heavy,
159er.
taxi to apron via Papa November 11 November.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff. New Zealand
Caledonian
189
3
heavy.
heavy, continue taxi.
Taxi to apron via Papa November 11 November.
Caledonian
Caledonian 3 heavy.
2259 heavy, contact departure.
Continue taxi. Caledonian 3
151,
heavy.
taxi to apron via Lima 14 Lima November 7.
Contact departure. Goodbye. Caledonian 2259er heavy. Taxi to apron via Lima 14 Lima November 7.
Answer 1 heavy,
151.
runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 236 at 1 knots.
Tower, Malef 6252 inbound runway 25 left. Runway 25 right cleared to land. Ansett 1 heavy. Ground, Clipper Tree 602 heavy request taxi runway
Cactus
25
289 wind is
center.
calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, Speedbird 127 heavy request pushback.
Clipper 3602 heavy, runway 25 center via November 1.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
New
Cactus
Zealand 189
289er.
heavy, contact departure.
Runway 25 center via November 1. Clipper Tree 602 heavy.
Reno Air 447, continue taxi.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. New Zealand 189 heavy.
Continue taxi. Reno Air
Reno Air
447.
447, hold short of taxiway November 8.
Tower, Eastern 100 heavy inbound runway
Southern Air
25 right.
325, runway 18 via November 7 November.
Hold short of taxiway November 8 Romeo. Reno Air 447.
Runway 18 via November 7 November. Southern
Lufthansa
Tree
19 heavy,
25.
taxi to apron via Papa November 11 Lima November 8.
Tower, Malef 269er 7
Lufthansa
request
19
pushback.
heavy, continue taxi.
Taxi to apron via Papa November 11 Lima November 8.
Palm
Lufthansa 19er
151,
heavy.
continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Lufthansa 19er
Malef
heavy.
5317, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Palm
Cactus
151.
289, contact departure.
Continue taxi. Malef 5317. Contact departure. Goodbye. Cactus 289er.
Tower, Aircall 21 inbound
Speedbird
runway 25
127 heavy,
left.
pushback approved, expect runway 18.
Tower, Western 1 request taxi runway 18. Ground, 18 pushback approved. Speedbird 127 heavy.
Port 33, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 235 at 1 knots.
Tower, Transmeridian 17 heavy
Lower
request pushback.
2269, taxi to apron via Mike 24 Lima November 5.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Port tree.
Clipper 3602 heavy, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Taxi to apron via Mike 24 Lima November 5, Aloha 2269er. Runway 25 center, line up and wait. Clipper tree 602 heavy. Tower, KLM tree 1 heavy inbound runway 25 left.
Tower, TWA 159er request taxi runway
TWA
25
159
center.
heavy, runway 25 center at Lima 5.
Tower,
TWA 159
request
heavy,
pushback.
runway 25 center at Lima 5.
Runway 25 center at Lima 5, TWA 159er.
Western 1 runway 18 via November 7 November.
Runway 18 via November 7 November, Western 1.
NZ 1 heavy, taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 3.
Taxi to terminal via Papa November 11 Lima November 3,
Malif
NZ 1 heavy.
6252, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 235 at 1 knots.
Tower, Axis 78 tree request
Malif
pushback.
6252, take next available exit on left.
Runway 25 left cleared to land, Malef
Clipper
6252.
3602 heavy, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Take next available exit on left, Malef
Malif
6252.
2697, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff, Clipper tree 602
NZ
heavy.
1 heavy, continue taxi.
Tower, 25 center pushback approved, Malef 26907.
Transmeridian 17 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Continue taxi,
Malif
NZ 1 heavy.
5217, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Tower, 25 center pushback approved, Transmeridian 17 heavy. Runway 25 center line up and wait,
Reno Air
Malef
447,
5317.
continue taxi.
Ground, Speedbird 127 heavy request taxi
Eastern
runway
100
18.
heavy, runway 25 right, clear to land, wind is 235 at 1 knots.
Continue taxi, Reno Air 447.
AirCal 21 runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 235 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 right clear to land, Eastern 100
Axis
heavy.
783, pushback approved, expect runway 25 center.
Runway 25 left cleared to land, Aircal 21.
Tower, 25 center pushback approved, Axis 78 tree.
Southerner 325, runway 18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 line up and wait, Southern Tree 25.
Port 33, taxi to terminal via Lima 14, Lima November 7.
Taxi to terminal via Lima 14 Lima November 7, Port tree.
Palm 151, hold position. Clipper 3602 heavy, contact departure.
Hold position,
Malif
Palm 151.
5317, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure, good afternoon, Clipper tree
KLM
602
31
heavy.
heavy, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind is 234 at 1 knots.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff,
TWA
Malef
159
5317.
heavy, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 left cleared to land, KLM tree 1 heavy.
Runway 25 center line up and wait, TWA
Speedbird 127
159er.
heavy, runway 18 via November.
Tower, Malef 26907 request taxi
Malif
runway 25 center.
2697, runway 25 left via Romeo.
Runway 18 via November,
Malif
Speedbird 127
6252,
heavy.
text to apron via Romeo.
Runway 25 left via Romeo, Malef
Eastern 100
26907.
heavy, taxi to apron via Papa 1.
Taxi to apron via Romeo,
Eastern
Malef
100 heavy,
6252.
continue taxi.
Taxi to apron via Papa 1, Eastern 100 heavy.
Aloha 2269er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Eastern
Palm
100
151, continue
heavy.
taxi.
Continue taxi, Aloha 2269er. Continue taxi, Palm
Southerner
151.
325, wind is calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, Transmeridian 17 heavy request taxi
AirCal
runway
21,
25 center.
taxi to apron via Lima 14, Lima November 7.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff, Southern Tree
Transmeridian
25.
17 heavy, runway 25 center at Lima 6.
Taxi to apron via Lima 14 Lima November 7, Aircall 21.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6, Transmeridian
TWA
17 heavy. Tower, Axis 78 tree request taxi
TWA
runway 25
159
center.
heavy, wind is calm, runway 25 center cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff. TWA
Western 1 runway
159.
18, line up and wait.
Runway 18 line up and wait, Western 1.
Axis 783 runway 25 center at Lima 6.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6, Axis 78 tree.
Aloha 2269er run. Aloha 2269er taxi to apron via November 8.
Unable to comply, Aloha 2269er. Unable to comply, Aloha
Aloha
2269er.
2269er taxi to terminal via November 8.
Taxi to terminal via November 8, Aloha 2269er.
Aloha 5317 contact departure.
Contact departure, good afternoon, Malek
Western 1 wind is calm,
5317.
runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff, Western 1.
Port 33 continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Port
Aircall
33.
21 hold short of taxiway Papa.
Hold short of taxiway Papa. Aircall
KLM
21.
31 heavy taxi to terminal via Lima 14 November 10 November.
Taxi to terminal via Lima 14 November 10 November.
Speedbird
KLM 31
127 heavy
heavy.
runway 18 line up and wait.
Runway 18 line up and wait.
Markham
Speedbird 127
2035
heavy.
pushback approved. Expect runway 25 center.
Tower, 25 center pushback approved. Mark
Southern
Air 2035.
325 contact departure.
Contact departure. Goodbye.
TWA
Southern
158
325.
9 heavy contact departure.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. TWA
KL
159er.
KLM 31 heavy hold short of taxiway Romeo.
Hold short of taxiway Romeo. KLM
Transmeridian
31
17
heavy.
heavy runway 25 center line up and wait.
Runway 25 center line up and wait. Transmeridian
Western 1
17
contact
heavy.
departure.
Contact departure. Good afternoon. Western
Speedbird
1.
127 heavy wind is calm runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Speedbird
Malef
127
2697
heavy.
runway 25 left line up and wait.
Runway 25 left line up and wait. Malef 269er 7.
Everything is going into this small area here. Transmeridian 17 heavy wind is calm runway 25 center cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff. Transmeridian 17 heavy.
783 runway 25 center line up and wait.
Runway 25 center line up and wait. Axis 783.
Unfortunately, Markham will be the aircraft, that's the one up the top here, that we will not be able to depart because this is a bogus gate that doesn't allow aircraft to move.
Tower. Mark Air 2035 request taxi runway
Mark Air
25 center.
2035, continue taxi. This will be a new one.
Continue taxi. Mark Air 2035.
Ooh, we may be lucky, we may be lucky today. We should go and get ourselves a scratcher ticket. Malef 26907 wind is calm runway 25 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 left cleared for takeoff. Malef
Speedbird
269er
127
7.
heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good afternoon.
We
Speedbird
can't get our
127
aircal
heavy.
out of there. It's just too many aircrafts coming into that area. We just need to get these two more departures into that area. These two, 1 and 2, and then we can get aircal out of that area. So he'll be the last one. Transmeridian 17 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good afternoon, Transmeridian 17 Heavy.
So this area is really full, and there's our air cal, the one that we were seeing in the beginning there, with the German, the wrong way around really. Access 783, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff, access 783. Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff, access 783.
Contact departure. Oh, and I got a penalty because of that.
Contact departure, good afternoon, Malef 26907.
Pushback approved, expect runway 25 center. That is unbelievable.
Ground, 25 center pushback approved, Aircal 321.
Answered 1 Heavy, hold short of taxiway November 4.
Hold short of taxiway November 4, answered 1 Heavy.
Markham 2035, runway 25 center at Lima 6.
Runway 25 center at Lima 6, Mark Air 2035.
Get a waiting penalty, I can't believe it. 15 minutes unable to push that one out. Unless I would have stopped a whole bunch of them, I could have done that. I didn't. Answered 1 Heavy, hold short of taxiway Papa. You can continue now.
Hold short of taxiway Papa.
Access 783, contact departure.
Contact departure, good afternoon, access 783.
So let's check out this area down here. Always wanted to get him out of there, just couldn't. Markham 2035, runway 25 center, line up and wait.
Runway 25 center, line up and wait, Mark Air 2035.
Let's get a delayed flight here to California. Let's push him out quickly. We can speed that up a little bit, get the tug going. Markham 2035, wind is calm, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. How long is our 1.5 hours already?
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff, Mark Air 2035. Ground, Aircal 321, request taxi,
Aircal
runway 25 center.
Runway 25 center at Lima 5.
Runway 25 center at Lima 5, Aircal 321.
So quickly. Markham 2035, contact departure. So we can turn all of that off.
Contact departure, goodbye, Mark Air 2035.
Give our full attention to this wonderful aircraft. On his way to Paris, Charles de Gaulle. And whilst we see him taxiing in his last final moments, we'll check out the terminal in the back. And I would like to say thank you very, very much for tuning in for another session. Really appreciated your company. I would mostly more appreciate if you would subscribe if you may. Leave a comment down below and hit the like button, of course. Aircal 321, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 center cleared for takeoff.
And then I certainly would hope to see you guys soon on this channel again, when the next video will be coming out in the next few days. So until the next time, this has been another presentation of TP Gaming. Take care everybody, and bye bye.